Hello, AFUHSD district staff. The Ed Services Department would like to spend a few minutes to break down the district's new EOCA plan in light of the recent school closures and our district's move to online teaching and learning. Because of the extraordinary circumstances we find ourselves in, we will alter the EOCA process for spring 2020. Students will not take the same computer-based assessment administered at the beginning of the course, which traditionally served as the final exam. Instead, it will be replaced by a culminating activity, which will be described in more detail later in this video. After soliciting feedback from numerous stakeholders, including site admin, district admin, and teachers, we developed a plan that was flexible in nature and ensured equity for both our teachers and students. There were several reasons that led us to this specific change. Let's first consider our guaranteed and viable curriculum. Our EOCAs are standards-based and summative in nature. Given the interruptions and shifts in instructional delivery, the original scope and sequences for our courses are no longer 100% viable. It is not realistic to expect mastery of essential standards as originally determined in our GVC and measured by our EOCA. We must also practice some situational awareness. The EOCAs were originally designed for a specific purpose and environment. Those circumstances have changed. As students are experiencing an incredible paradigm shift in the way they learn and engage in new content, not to mention incredible shifts in their home lives, we need to be flexible in our policies in order to ensure equity for each and every one of our students. Our goal was to avoid an assessment plan that only serves the purpose of being a gotcha for teachers or students. And finally, we wanted to avoid any policy or initiative that may have a negative impact on our students or staff. And we're not alone in this thinking. As you may know, there will be no AZM 2 this year, nor will there be IB exams, the ACT test, or the A through F label. College Board has also drastically changed their plans for the AP exams. In many cases, those making these decisions have used the term hold harmless. And we're also aware that adjusting the process impacts teachers as well. Teachers have risen to the challenge posed by the recent epidemic, and it's important to recognize these tremendous efforts. In order to apply the hold harmless sentiment to our teachers, we re-examined our district's plan for 301 performance pay. Please watch for additional communications from HR in the near future. So, if we're scrapping district EOCAs and district required rubrics, what's the alternative? Well, instead of the traditional plan, teachers will be giving their students a culminating activity that is common for each member of a PLC team. In most cases, these common culminating activities will be designed at the PLC team level. The culminating activity will act as a motivator for students to continue their learning through May, and it will also inform curriculum and teaching decisions in the future. Teams should emphasize the essential standards that students will need to master in order to be successful during the student's next class. For English, math, and science, these determinations will be guided by the district content specialists. Okay, so what exactly is this culminating activity supposed to look like? Well, in the spirit of flexibility, you'll have a menu of options to choose from. These options include several authentic ways to engage your students and ensure they've mastered the content deemed essential for future courses. It allows choice for your PLC team, but should be common. The options are as follows: student presentation, project, portfolio, a mini selected response, Socratic seminar, a performance task, or an open response. The main purpose of the culminating activity is to measure students' learning and inform grading. The needs of each course are different, so the culminating activity may take many forms in order to best fit students' needs. Furthermore, while the traditional EOCA was worth up to 20% of a student's overall grade, the culminating activity should not have that big of an impact, given our current and ever-changing situation. Specific details regarding this piece will be announced soon. And before we close, it's important to know how rapidly things are evolving each and every day. The plan we're proposing today will still be in effect if we return to school at any point or if we're out for the rest of the year. That is, unless we're told otherwise by the Arizona State Board of Education. So when it came to jumpstart our sudden and unexpected move towards online learning, teachers did an incredible job in the area of communication. We hope to mirror that communication by keeping you abreast of any changes or shifts that will have an impact on you and your students. either via email, virtual meetings, our curriculum hub, or videos like these. So in closing, we'd like to thank each and every one of you for your flexibility. We hope that these shifts in the district's EOCA plan offer you and your team the ability to create meaningful and authentic learning experiences during these unprecedented times. If you have any questions on this, please reach out to your site admin. As always, you can direct any assessment questions to assessment@agufria.org and any curriculum questions to edservices@agufria.org. Thank you so much and have a great day.